Namaste, Jai Bharat. What should I say? That US is afraid of India becoming powerful? What else? They are telling, I am not taking the names of whosoever has told, not just one time, quite a few people. They were telling, we won't let another China emerge. We won't let another China emerge. That's a harsh way of telling. We don't want another China. That's a medium way of telling. The same thing, which they keep doing in different languages. There are few things I would like to say. Maybe the US is right. They have facilitated China to become economically powerful by putting all their factories there for cheap labor and various other factors. And China, there are that fools, they used the opportunity, they became rich, they became powerful, they became ambitious. Who the hell asked the US to go and befriend a communist regime? That's one thing I would ask as a Democrat. Who the hell asked the US, whosoever was making policies? That's your folly, your mistake. And you go and become friendly to a communists, thinking that they'll be loyal. They will be loyal to nobody. Generally, the communist regimes are not even loyal to their own people. They are working for their party, the Communist Party. And in any communist regime, if you have any hold in the Communist Party, then you will be doing well. You just speak against your party, then you will be rotting in some jail. No justice, no rationale, nothing. That's how communist regimes are. And if the US do not understand it, then it's not our fault. First reason. So they would use the opportunity. And you think they will be loyal to anybody? Certainly not. Even traders are not loyal in trading. They are only loyal to trade. I make profit, you make profit. But they are not loyal to the person behind trading. They are only loyal to the trading activities. That means at that point, they have to maintain a fair amount of transparency to facilitate the functioning of the trade. Otherwise, trade shall not function. So the communists are also like that. And China is a communist. Do you have any track record of China's transparency or trustworthiness? The problem with the US is the people, majority people in US are like what is said in Sanskrit, Kupa Mantuka. Kupa means well. Mantuka means frog. Frogs in the well. Because the Americans don't know about anything outside their environment, anything outside the society. They hardly read except the ones who go to study. A common person, like a common person in Bharat reads newspaper. I don't know how many of you would take interest in things which don't fetch you your livelihood. So these people are largely ignorant about things happening around. Being ignorant, what happens is they go by impressions and the stories which they choose to believe. That's also another interesting thing. So they think that America has facilitated China. By and large, US is right. They are facilitated. China took the opportunity which you could not. Now they say we don't want another China. Talking about me, talking about my nation, talking about Bharat. Here US makes several mistakes. One, you can't equate a communist regime with a Hindu regime. I am explicitly saying the word Hindu regime to stand for Sanskriti, to stand for culture, not religion. We have given ethics and transparency in all our relations. That's how all world religions live here comfortably. First thing. Second thing, we don't have any history of invading into others. So you have not understood us, as you did not understand China. Now you are doing a third mistake by equating China and Bharat. That's another mistake. Another thing, Bharat is not becoming powerful by US's help, by the help or facilities US gives. Just forget about it. Even if you don't exist, we have to be, we will become what we have to be. We are not telling that we will be, but if we have, we will be. But that's not through a dependability of the Americans. In the case of China, you could be right. But Bharat had not come to this level because of you. So you are nobody to make another China. You are nobody to make Bharat another China. You can create disturbances, maybe brilliant disturbances, but you cannot stop. The more you try, the more strong we become. That's our history. How many times you hindered our forward progress? Look at the case of cryogenic engines once, and look at the case of supercomputers. In all these, your hand is direct. And now, the General Electricals engines for our proposed fighter. Wherever it is possible, you are hindering our progress. But that makes us self-sufficient. In our language we call Atma Nirbhar. And because of the activities and actions of US, our Atma Nirbharta becomes more concrete, established and meaningful. And you are telling you don't make a new China. We don't want your help. If you are good, we are good. If you are not good, fine. If we don't have relations with you, you also have quite a few things to lose, as we have also quite a few things to lose in that cessation of relation. But then you gain nothing and we gain nothing. We don't live by you, and you don't live by us. Why don't you see these things? Why can't you call a spade a spade? Are people, policymakers in the US, so dumb that they cannot see far into future? They cannot see beyond their noses? This is one question anybody would ask. So, if we have to be powerful, but remember, we shall not be powerful at the cost of none. We don't want anything at the cost of someone. We earn things through our hard work. Yeah, our sufferings are long. 1,000 years we were under domination of various people from the west to the west. The Mughals, and then the Europeans, who just even stole stones from Bharat and impoverished the nation. This large nation with 140 crores of people today. You impoverished, and we've reached to this extent. Using you facilitated, you helped. Many people must have helped. That we are not telling. But nobody had helped us unconditionally except the Russians and the Israelis, Jews. We have worked and we earned things. You have helped because you were helped back. But these two, the Russians and the Jews, are capable of helping unconditionally. They had in the past, and we are sure that they will continue. Our relations with them is that. So, no, you are not creating another China. You are just creating a new Bharat. You are not creating a new Bharat, is evolving. You are not creating a China. You don't support. Your activities, your policies can retard our growth. reduce our speed. All right, we had waited thousands of years under 1,000 years under foreign domination, the Mughals and then the Europeans, British primarily. If we can wait 1,000+ years, you think we can't wait little more? We will evolve. We made our supercomputers in time, when time permitted. Our cryogenic engines, when time permitted. We made our aircraft engines when time permitted. All the operations will enable us to be self-sufficient. Just because we are not a bunch of fools. We are people with potentialities who have their own history, who have their own knowledge tradition. Not your method of knowing. Your methods of knowing is cognitive. Greece taught you assimilative, but we have an experiential method. Experiential method which is not getting used these days, but the remnants of that method still remains in us. Our history and our Sanskriti is such that you cannot brush it aside, that live within us. That's what is going to make us Atmanirbhar. So why wasting your time on retarding our growth? We will nonetheless have to grow. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.